May 7, 2021, the planets and moon parade across the sky today. Jupiter and Saturn are visible before sunrise in the southeast. The moon can be seen closer to sunrise. After sunset, Venus, Mercury, and Mars are in the west-northwest. Chart caption: 2021, May 7, 1 hour before sunrise, Jupiter and Saturn are in the southeastern sky. Bright Jupiter is nearly 16 degrees to the lower left of Saturn. By Jeffrey L. Hunt. Chicago, Illinois, sunrise, 5:39 a.m. CDT, sunset, 7:56 p.m. CDT. Check local sources for sunrise and sunset times for your location. The planets parade across the sky. Morning planets are visible in the southeast before sunrise. The moon follows the giant planet duo. When the sun appears, all the other celestial objects are seemingly made invisible by its glaring appearance. The parade continues after sunset, when Venus, Mercury, and Mars are visible. They follow the sun across the sky during the daytime, becoming visible after the sun's brilliance disappeared below the horizon. Morning sky. The morning section of the planet parade is best viewed about 1 hour before sunrise. Bright Jupiter shines from the southeast, about 20 degrees up in the sky. Jupiter is brighter than nearly all the celestial objects. Only the Sun, Moon, and Venus are consistently brighter than the Jovian giant. The planet is moving eastward in front of the stars of Aquarius. The stars are dim and a binocular is needed to easily view the celestial backdrop. Saturn, dimmer than Jupiter, but brighter than the stars in the region, is nearly 16 degrees to the upper right of Jupiter, in front of the stars of Capricornus. With a binocular, spot Theta Capricornus, Theta Cap, 0.8 degrees to the left of Saturn. The ringed wonder is slowly approaching the star. Next week, Saturn begins to retrograde, appear to move westward compared to the stars. Chart caption: 2021, May 7, 45 minutes before sunrise. The crescent moon is low in the eastern sky. Jupiter is far to the upper right of lunar slice. As this hour, the crescent moon, 17% illuminated, is only 4 degrees up in the east. By 45 minutes before sunrise, the lunar slice is 7 degrees above the east-southeast horizon. Bright Jupiter is over 30 degrees to the upper right of the moon. Evening sky. Chart caption: 2021, May 7, 30 minutes after sunset, brilliant Venus is low in the west-northwest, with Mercury 8.2 degrees to its upper left. By sunset, Jupiter, Saturn, and the lunar crescent have set in the west. The evening section of the parade is best viewed between 30 minutes and 45 minutes after sunset, before Venus sets. 30 minutes after sunset, brilliant Venus is less than 5 degrees up in the west-northwest. Find an observing spot with a clear natural horizon toward that direction or view from an elevated setting. Venus as an evening star article. First, locate the planet with a binocular. Can you find it without the binocular's assistance? Bright Mercury is 8.2 degrees to the upper left of Earth's twin. At this hour, the Spiti is bright enough to be viewed without a binocular, but use optical assistance to initially locate it. The sky is still too bright at this hour to easily locate Mars. During the next 15 minutes, Mars appears as the sky darkens. Can you see it before Venus leaves your view? Read more about Venus in our summary document. Chart caption: 2021, May 7, 45 minutes after sunset, 3 planets are visible: Venus, Mercury, and Mars. 15 minutes later, Mercury is 9 degrees above the horizon and easily seen without optics. Venus is just above the horizon. Mars is over 32 degrees to the upper left of Mercury. Venus sets 55 minutes after sunset and Mercury follows less than an hour later. Here's more about Mercury during May 2021. Chart caption: 2021, May 7, 1 hour after sunset, Mars is in the western sky in Gemini. It is 3.5 degrees above Tehat Posterior, Mu Gem, and 1.5 degrees to the lower right of Mebsutta, Epsilon Gem. By 1 hour after sunset, more stars are visible. Mars is over 1/3 of the way up in the sky in the west, while Mercury is about 7 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. Not as bright as Venus and Mercury, the red planet is under Castor and Pollux, the Gemini twins, near the twins' feet. The planet is 3.5 degrees above Tehat Posterior, the heel, Mu Gem on the chart, and 1.5 degrees to the lower right of Mebsutta, the outstretched paw of the lion, Epsilon Gem. The red planet sets over 4 hours after sunset. During May, Mars is marching eastward in Gemini. Its path is from the lower right corner on the chart to the upper left. By month's end, Mars is at the lower left of Pollux. Here's more about Mars during 2021. Tomorrow morning the daily planet parade continues. The moon becomes visible 30 minutes before sunrise. Detailed note: 1 hour before sunrise, bright Jupiter is 19.0 degrees above the southeast horizon. Use a binocular to spot Iota Acher, 1.3 degrees to the lower right of the planet. Saturn is 15.9 degrees to the upper right of the Jovian giant. In the starfield, Saturn is slowly closing in on Theta Cap. This morning's gap is 0.8 degrees. The ringed wonder is to the right of the star. At this hour, the moon, 25.6 d, 17%, is over 4 degrees above the east horizon. 15 minutes later, the lunar crescent is nearly 7 degrees up in the east-southeast. Deneb, alpha sig, m equals 1.2, rises at sunset. An hour later it is less than 5 degrees up in the east-northeastern sky. 30 minutes after sunset, brilliant Venus is over 4 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. Speedy Mercury, m equals -0.6, is 8.2 degrees to the upper left of Venus. As the sky darkens further, Mercury is over 9 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. It is above a line that starts at Aldebaran and extends through Epsilon Tau. The planet is 5.2 degrees to the upper right of Epsilon Tau. 1 hour after sunset, Mercury is 7.0 degrees above the horizon. Dimmer Mars, over 32 degrees to the upper left of Mercury, is marching eastward in Gemini. The red planet is 3.5 degrees above Mu Gem and 1.5 degrees to the lower right of Epsilon Gem. Read more about the planets during May 2021. 2021, Sirius Heliacal Rising. The first morning appearance of a star before sunrise is known as the heliacal rising of the star. Sirius, the brightest star, makes its first appearance each year during mid-August from mid-northern latitudes. 2021, May 6, 24 hours, 5 planets, Moon. May 6, 2021, during a 24-hour period, the 5 bright planets and the Moon are visible. Before sunrise this morning, Saturn, Jupiter, and the crescent Moon are lined up in the southeast. After sunset, brilliant evening star Venus is visible after sunset. As the sky darkens, Mercury, then Mars, appears in the western sky. 2021, May 5, evening lineup, Venus, Mercury, Mars. May 5, 2021, brilliant Venus, Mercury, and Mars are visible in the western sky after sunset. Venus is visible low in the west-northwest about 30 minutes after sunset. By 45 minutes after sundown, Mercury is visible to the brilliant planet's upper left. Mars is easily visible an hour after the sun sets, about 1/3 of the way up in the west, in front of the stars of Gemini. 2021, May 5, morning lineup, Moon, Jupiter, Saturn. May 5, 2021, the crescent Moon, bright Jupiter and Saturn line up in the southeast before sunrise. 1 hour before sunup, the Moon is low in the sky with bright Jupiter to its upper right. Saturn is to the upper right of Jupiter. Jupiter is brighter than all the stars in the sky. Saturn is brighter than the stars in the immediate region after the Jovian giant. 2021, May 4, Moon near Jupiter, Saturn. May 4, 2021, this morning the Moon is near Jupiter and Saturn before sunrise. Look about an hour before sunup. Bright Jupiter is to the upper left of the thick lunar crescent, while Saturn is to the upper right.